Hello everyone, you are welcome once again to this lecture where we continue to look at literature review, and in this lecture we are continuing to look at the searching tips for resources on the internet. Yes, as we mentioned before, you might already know where to find your documents that you want to review. For example, the articles, the books, the chapters in books, the corporate or government reports, and so on and so forth. But how do you search for them? Because we are saying sometimes researchers waste a lot of time because when they are trying to search, their searches actually don't yield the desired results. So we are looking at the tips on how you can search and then get what you know in the shortest, what you want in the shortest time possible. And I'm still your course facilitator, Dr. Mark Kahwa, in the Faculty of Education at Mountains of the Moon University in Western Uganda. So we are saying that as you search for the literature, you put the key phrases in quotation marks. Because we have already talked about the key phrases. We said that in your conceptualization of your research problem, you will have identified the key variables. So the key variables can be used as the key phrases. So if, for example, if you enter intrinsic motivation in a search box, then the words intrinsic in quotes and motivation in quotes can appear anywhere in the document. So you may find articles that read the current state of affairs provides the motivation to examine the intrinsic health of children. So clearly not something that a research examining intrinsic motivation is interested in. Okay? So, however, if intrinsic motivation, if the whole word, the two words, intrinsic motivation, are put in quotation marks, but not for you putting intrinsic in quotation marks and then motivation in quotation marks. But we are saying if you just say intrinsic motivation, and the two words are the ones you put in quotation marks, and this one is entered into the search box, then intrinsic and motivation must always be together in that exact order. So that is what we are saying here. So you don't search by one word intrinsic and you put it in quotes, and then you again search by motivation, you put it in quotes. No, we are saying the two words, you put them in together and then put them in quotation marks, and then you go and search and browse and go to any search engine. You'll be able to get the desired results. Now, when searching online, another tip is that use the limit function to reduce searches that have too many results. Typing intrinsic motivation in quotes into a database will provide thousands of hits because much research has been conducted on this variable. So instead of wading through thousands of articles, limit the search to only articles you are interested in. Perhaps you are interested in intrinsic motivation in education. So you can limit the search by also requiring the word education to be included in the article. Because if you just talk of intrinsic motivation, this is very general. That means the words that will come, intrinsic motivation in education will come. Intrinsic motivation in health may come. Intrinsic motivation in business may come. Intrinsic motivation in the army may come. So to put limiting words is very, very, very important. That means there you are narrowing down to the specifics. And again, here when you say intrinsic motivation in education, where? Is it in America? Is it in Kenya? Is it in South Africa? Where? Is it in Uganda? So if you also added the location, then your search now becomes very specific. You narrow down your search, it becomes very specific. Okay. Limit use of Google. This is another source because especially the younger, many researchers, and especially the younger researchers are accustomed to the use of the general Google. So everything they will run to general Google. So the internet provides many options for finding academic literature. As a scholar, Google should be the last place you should look for research literature, because Google search information is written by all people, not just scholars. All junks of people will post information on the general Google. And now for you, once you see that it is on the internet, you might be erroneously persuaded to think that that information is authentic. No. So that's why here we say that you go to the authentic academic sources and databases. Why? Because these will only publish peer-reviewed material. That means the material will have been peer-reviewed and will have been found authentic, and then it is information that you can rely on. Okay, a university student could write an article, for example, on intrinsic motivation as a coursework and have it posted on the internet. Are you getting it? This clearly is not an appropriate source for an academic research paper. Therefore, try to use the given databases and research engines, the authentic ones. And in the previous lectures, you can check, I gave the authentic databases and search engines. Not just to go to this Wikipedia, to go to the general Google. No. There you will find there information actually that is not peer-reviewed. Information that is just junk. Because many people can post anything that they want on the internet. So please, as an academic, you always have to look for authentic databases and search engines. Okay, we are continuing to look at the tips for searching resources on the internet. We are saying that just like we have already cautioned, I have already cautioned you on general Google. Here we are saying that do not cite Wikipedia as a source. Anybody can edit articles on Wikipedia. Therefore, Wikipedia should never be used as a source for an academic paper. Okay? Now, use the resources you have to find additional resources. Now, let's say you are conducting a study about children's classroom engagement, and you read the following line in a journal article. One study found notable differences in the reported beliefs of preschool teachers of lower versus middle socioeconomic status children. Bekobugabe and Kabuo 2020. So you are interested in learning more about this study by Kabuo and by Bekobugabe and Kabuo. Therefore, look for it in the references section of the journal article that you are currently reading. So here what we are saying is that just one article can lead you to so many other sources, so many other articles. If, for example, we can practically do this. If you are doing your study, for example, let me say classroom engagement. Okay, if it is just classroom engagement, for example. So, and I'm going to search for it on Google Scholar. So I go to Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar is there. So I just search for classroom. I'm just interested in classroom engagement. Okay, so classroom engagement, the articles have come. So how poverty affects classroom engagement. If, for example, this is the article, so I click on this article. And my study is on classroom engagement. This is what I'm writing about. And I'm now reading this article by E. Jensen. I'm trying to download this article by E. Jensen. Okay, so the article has come. The article has come, is downloading. Let's be patient and wait for it to fully download so that we can read it. Okay, if internet is not fast, then the articles will take their time to fully download. So the best thing you can do is to be a little bit patient. But it's about to download. Okay, we just wait for it. Just wait for it. Okay, it's downloading. Okay, so it has fully downloaded. So, okay, how poverty affects classroom engagement. So this is the article. So I read this article. So now, if I want to get other articles on classroom engagement, I need first of all to look at the list of the references. So I will go at the end of this article. So I look at the list of the references. So you can see this is the list of the references. So you can see here there is the cognitive and behavioral characteristics of children with low working memory. I think I don't need that. Implicit theories, I don't need that. Child development, I don't need that. Okay, cumulative risk, I don't need that. Evidence of school, academic success among students. May I want classroom engagement. Okay, classroom engagement, theories of willpower, I don't need that. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, so I have checked this article, there is nothing, it can guide me. Okay, so no worries, students' classroom engagement produces longitudinal changes in classroom. I will click on this article. So I will read this article. So remember what we were saying, that before you just continue searching in the different databases, if you have read one article, then one article can lead you to more other relevant articles. How do you do that? By just going to the list of the references and see if the articles that this book cited are relevant to your own study. So it is loading. It is still loading. Okay. Okay, it is loading. It's about to complete. Okay, we have to give it some time. My internet is not as fast as it should be. Okay, as you can see, it's about, I can see it. Okay. Could not locate the requested record. Okay, so we'll leave that just because of the internet. But what I'm trying to say is that maybe let me for the last time try this one. Student engagement in the classroom, the impact of classroom, teacher, and student factors. Okay. So I'm trying to download this article, and then once it has downloaded and I have read through it, maybe I have cited some information from this article, then before I archive it, I go down and look at the list of the references to check if there are relevant articles that I can also read and cite. So as you search for literature, actually this in itself is also like a tip. Looking at the list of the references is in itself like a tip of how to search for relevant information. So I can see it is taking its time. Okay, it is taking its time. Okay. Okay, maybe I will come back to that. I can continue presenting. I can come back to that. Okay, so we are saying another tip that we are talking about. So here we are saying, okay, so we are saying that once you find the article of the title of the article, then go online and type the title, keywords or the entire title into Google Scholar with quotation marks surrounding it, and then you'll be able to get the article. If you are unable to find the article on the internet, you now have used the resource you are currently reading to find another resource. In this way, each article you read can provide you information about other articles that are useful for your study. So I think, members, you need to note that each article you read is in itself a resource, source that can lead you to other authentic or other credible resources that you can cite. Then you can use Boolean operators. The Boolean operators are simple words that you use to separate your search words. And the Boolean operators, you can use and, you can use or, not, and not. And these are used as conjunctions to combine or exclude keywords in a search, resulting in more focused and productive results. So no worries, in our forthcoming lecture, I will talk more about the Boolean operators and how to use them. So I think our article has not downloaded. No worries, at least I have shown you what to do. I have said that once you have read one article, in that one article can lead you to other articles by you going to the list of the references and checking through the relevant articles. And if you get a relevant article, then just get that title, paste it into any search engine, and then you'll be able to get the authentic articles that you need. So I think we can now stop here for now. When we come back, we shall just pick on and start looking at the Boolean operators. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless. See you in our next lecture. Thank you.